Good afternoon, dear students. As we all know, our module on emotional intelligence is going on. Uh, Till now, we have done components of emotional intelligence, strategies to develop emotional intelligence at workplace, and positive negative emotions. Today, we have a guest lecture by Dr. Tulika Pandey. She is a very prominent person in the field of psychology, and currently, she is working on a government degree college as an assistant professor, and she did, I think, she has a counseling experience of more than 8 years, and she did an advanced course in cognitive behavioral therapy, we know in short form CBT, and also rational emotional cognitive, REC, behavioral therapy. She published more than 10 publications and lots of national and international conference attendant. So she has now Aleria to Dr. Tulika Pandey, who will now explain us about the healthy and unhealthy expression of emotions. So please, ma'am, carry continue.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Shoaib sir. Um, मेरी आवाज आ रही है वॉल्यूम am I audible?
Yes, yes. Please continue,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Shoaib sir, and for giving me this opportunity to speak about healthy and unhealthy expression of emotions. It's a very near topic to me because I work more on emotional energy and emotional intelligence. So I would like to explain about what is emotion. And these days, why we are giving so much importance to emotional intelligence. And I would like to uh, I would prefer if it would be an interactive session, but it's okay. Emotion, according to me, is our energy in motion. Energy, as we all know that, because energy, wherever there is energy, there is something like we get rise in the performance. अचानक से जो भी चीज हम कर रहे हो तो उसकी परफॉर्मेंस एकदम राइज होने लगती है व्हेन वी आर इन अ एनर्जी मूड. So when we say emotion, energy in a motion, so whenever we are in any kind of emotional state, either it may be happiness, either it may be anger, either it may be jealousy, either it may be anxiety, various kind of emotions we can feel. So whenever we are in an emotional state, suddenly uh, there is a acceleration of the action related to a particular emotion. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ वी आर सैड, तो सैडनेस का जो इमोशन है उससे रिलेटेड जो बिहेवियर वो हमारा एकदम से राइज कर जाएगा. Suddenly we would not like to listen to anybody, we would not able to eat something, हम सो नहीं पाएंगे, हम खा नहीं पाएंगे. We are in an extreme level, we feel that sadness. Same thing happen with the anger. When we are in an anger emotional state, we behave in an extreme mode, है ना, because anger is the emotion, and as I already told you that whenever we are in a emotional state, it arises your particular behavior related to a particular emotions. So suddenly in an anger mood, your all the behavior related to angry mood will rise in, like ekdam say you will, your blood pressure will increase, your all the physiological changes will increase in your body. You can feel that whenever you are in anger mood, your face get red, and blood pressure, heart rate all get increased. So what I'm trying to say that when you are in an emotional state, the particular behavior also get rises, because emotion itself is an energy. तो एनर्जी दे देता है आपके बिहेवियर को, और आपका बिहेवियर जो बहुत ही स्टैटिक तरीके से चल रहा होगा, बहुत ही स्टेबल तरीके से चल रहा होगा, अचानक से उस स्टेबिलिटी में से एकदम से राइजिंग बिहेवियर आप करने लगते हो. Same thing happen with even in a positive emotions also, like in a happiness mood we can say, when we are too happy or we are happy, हमारा बिहेवियर एकदम से इंक्रीज कर जाता है. जो बिहेवियर हम एक स्टेबल लेवल पे कर रहे होते हैं वो हम एकदम से इंक्रीज कर देते हैं व्हेन वी आर इन अ हैप्पी कंडीशन. So all these examples which I have given you is are the examples of behavior that are related with emotions. And remember one line that emotions is a energy in motion. So whenever you are in a emotional state, your behavior will increase as compared to in a stable condition. Now we are talking about healthy and unhealthy way of expressing emotion. See, despite of various things we have learned in our philosophy, in our psychology books, we used to listen to YouTube channels also ki how to manage emotions, how to control emotion, or how to become less emotional toward other people's, toward other reactions. But unfortunately, or we can say inevitably, we are not able to uh, escape from emotions. We can't escape from our emotional states. We can't control our emotional state. We can't totally neglect, totally negate, remove emotions from our life. It's not possible. But what we can say ki yes, there can be healthy way of expressing emotions, and we have to check ki whether we are using emotion in a healthy way or in an unhealthy way. Problem occurs when we are using this emotion in a unhealthy way. See, emotional is not a problem. Obviously, we are a human being and we live in a society where every day in a particular condition we get to get emotional. We used to get emotional. So emotions, being an emotional person is not a problem. But how to express our emotions in a healthy way, that is a must requirement in a particular situation as well. And in the present society we have to uh, there is a there's a requirement to express your emotions in a healthy way. So first I would like to explain you what are the unhealthy emotions and what are the healthy emotions. Like I have made the chart healthy versus unhealthy emotions. So first I will talk about unhealthy emotion and then I will talk about healthy emotion. For example, anxiety. When we are in anxiety, we used to say every time there's the exam, there's the viva, there's the interview, array we are feeling very anxious, बहुत anxiety हो रही है. Even I have a counseling experience. There are many students and there are many young older people who have this complaint of anxiety. So anxiety, we all know that is a emotions where we have a extreme fear about the future कि आगे क्या होगा. And it can be rational. So when we are anxious about the particular situation, we get so emotional that we are not able to perform the particular performance and we are not able to focus on a particular task. So I would like to focus on the light that anxiety is an unhealthy expression of emotion. What can be the healthy way? It can be concern. Concern means you are worrying about the situation, present situation. You are taking all the safety measures about a particular situation, but you are not, but in this situation, you are thinking it in a rational way. Yes, there is the exam, and definitely in exams, we have to give extra performance, we have to focus extra, but there's nothing like a situation which is not in my control. So, in an anxiety situation, your thinking become irrational, and in a concerned situation, you are of course you are concerned about your performance. Of course, you are concerned about a particular exam, but still you have this rational thinking that you can manage it, and the situation is not like that. Ki you can't control it, or the situation is going to kill you. So there can be a two-way to express the situation. You can feel anxious or you can feel in a healthy way, you can feel concerned. So choice is your whether you're opting anxiety or whether you're opting concern. So emotion is one key. What will be my performance, how I will able to qualify my exam, how I will able to quit my interview, qualify my interview, how I am able to express myself in front of you at my audience. But this is there is your choice whether to opt anxiety or whether to opt concern. So you can always have a choice that whether to choose healthy expression or unhealthy expression. So unhealthy way will be anxiety, becoming more anxious, and healthy way to become to accept the situation ki yes, this situation is demanding, this situation requires lot of efforts from myself, but I can handle this situation, and this situation is not like that ki we have to worry too much. Okay, so first is about anxiety, then guilt. We uh, we have learned mostly about the guilt situation. What is guilt? When something I have put a standard and I myself not able to come up with that standard, and I feel myself ki I am feeling guilty ki I'm not able to uh, perform or fulfill the particular performance according to my standard. So I feel guilty. And when you are in a guilty situation, what happens? Most of the people says कि they have a concern, continuously thought about अरे मुझे सही कर लेना चाहिए था. Oh my god, if I would able to perform better in the situation, क्या होता, कितना अच्छा होता. I'm not able to I'm not able to concerned, I'm not able to put about the put myself in the according to particular standard, so I feel guilt. And we all know that guilt is a negative emotion, because you can also feel yourself that whenever you are in a guilty situation, what you feel exactly. When we are in a guilt situation, I feel like मैं कब अपने आप को हाइड कर लूं, आई एम नॉट एबल टू फेस माई सेल्फ, है ना. एंड the more you are guilt, the more you will become more unproductive, because you are focusing too much on your errors, on your things, that you are not able to qualify, that you are not able to do a particular task in a fulfilled manner. So according to me, according to CBT also, that guilt serves nothing. That guilt is an emotion, that is worse emotion, that that puts you on a very lower side. So guilt के जगह पे हम guilt is an unhealthy expression. So what can be a healthy expression? Healthy expression can be responsible. Okay, कि yes, I did something wrong. I was not able to put myself according to particular standard which I personally made. But okay, I have learned that my this was my mistake. But from next time, I will become more responsible. So taking the responsibility of a particular situation is a healthy way of expressing yourself, and this is a counterpart of guilt situation. So now second is also there the choice that whether to opt guilt or whether to opt responsibility. Yeah, I regret the situation, and from next time I will become more responsible. So accepting the responsibility for a particular situation definitely makes you more responsible, more committed, and you're more able to focus on your errors, and you also learn from your mistakes, and from next time you become more responsible, and there's a lesser chances of getting mistakes. So this is also a healthy way of expressing your emotions when you're not able to put yourself in a particular standard. So this is also a common emotions which we these days, which I listen from the youngsters, that oh ma'am, I feel very guilt how I did this thing to my parents. Oh ma'am, I am very feeling very guilt, I'm not able to uh, qualify the particular exams. So and they used to overthink about the particular guilt situation. So there can be healthy way of expressing guilt behavior, that okay, I did something wrong, I accept it, and I learned from it, and from nowadays I will become more responsible while handling this particular situation. So then there is a hurt. I feel very hurt how this particular person did wrong thing with me, है ना? And my daughter is not listening to me. I feel hurt. So whenever lots of hurts are there, you feel very heavy. कि people used to hurt me, है ना? Particular person is hurting me too much, and I am feeling hurt. So this is a negative emotion, and that makes you feel more close toward other people rather than feeling hurt. And we can feel more healthy way of feeling hurt. It can be disappointed. Yeah, we can say कि I feel disappointed from my daughter's behavior, and the moment you put disappointment, the amount of negativity, the amount of hurt, the percentage of hurt or the percentage of negativity decline, because you are perceiving the situation in a more objective way, that I am disappointed by my daughter's behavior, I am disappointed by my student's performance. So disappointment can be a healthy way of expressing emotions rather than saying or feeling hurt. See, I'm discriminating between healthy and unhealthy way of expressing emotion is that when you are feeling healthy way of expressing your emotions, definitely it's going to alter your behavior also, because the more unhealthy way of expressing your emotions are there, the more unhealthy way of behavior will be there, and the more you are able to feel healthy way of emotions, the more healthy behavior you will do. So that's why there is a need to understand what are the healthy way of emotions and what are the unhealthy way of expressing emotions. Till now we have learned about anxiety, guilt, anger. Then we have a sorry hurt. Then we have a anger. Lots of students, especially youngsters, comes to me that we are not able to manage our anger. Ma'am, how to control our anger? I would like to say कि see, anger is a emotion, and like other emotions, it's not you're not like totally you can't remove anger from the situation. You're not like a Sant Baba or something like that. कि You can totally remove anger from a situation. What you can do कि you can manage anger, but for that you have to know that anger can be expressed in a healthy way also. So healthy expression can be like irritation or annoyance. Yes, I'm irritated from my students behavior, I'm irritated by you. The moment you feel irritation, what happened कि जो एंगर का परसेंटेज था जिसकी वजह से बहुत you were thinking about exploiting behavior, you were thinking about outbursting your anger कि you are saying so many verbal abusive words because of angry situation. The moment you put irritation or annoyance, the percentage of angry behavior, the percentage of aggressive behavior dramatically will decline. That I have used towards with my patients also, with my clients also who comes with anger management issues. First you have to identify that anger is a unhealthy way of expressing emotions. When you feel angry, the behavior will be drastically towards more negative, towards more exploitative kind of behavior. You will feel like to bursting yourself to with others behave with other people. But when you put okay, I am annoyed with your behavior, I am annoyed with my daughter's behavior, what will happen? I will think the particular situation in a more rational way. So annoyance or irritation can be a healthy way of expressing anger. Then we have a jealousy. Jealousy happens when we all know about jealousy. I don't want to, I mean, I don't want to give so much detail about jealousy because mm, this is a very common emotion when we feel that somebody is getting higher than me, somebody is, uh, I mean, in a race, we are in a particular situation and somebody goes from some हमसे आगे जाता है, somebody goes behind us. So when anybody comes forward from us, we feel like jealousy. Okay, he's the person, he's getting something and I'm not able to get thing. So jealousy can be happen in a non-materialistic way also, ki uh, somebody has a good relationship than us, or jealousy can be having a something materialistic also, ki this person has a particular car, I don't have that a particular car. So jealousy can happen with anything, but jealousy is a very common emotion which we feel. So the healthy way can be a healthy jealousy where we have this competition kind of feeling and we feel ki yes, I'm feeling that particular thing I don't have, but yes, I can work on my behavior, I can work on my job, and definitely one day I'm going to have this car. So healthy jealousy can be replaced, can be placed in comparison to unhealthy jealousy or a envy. Then depression. Depression is a very common thing which we used to say ki okay, I'm feeling depression. Depression can be about a particular situation, about particular people, about particular uh, about myself. So depression is a three triangle about the word. I mean negativity about the word ki dunya mein there's nothing good in the society, about other people, that all the people are people are people are using me, people are nothing, and these people are a very negative attitude about other people. And third thing, depression can be about negative about myself also, कि I'm feeling very low, I'm nothing, I'm worthless. So depression makes you in a negative three triad thinking, negative about others, negative about world, and negative about myself. So mostly depression leads to negative thoughts, but and it's a very unhealthy way of expressing emotion. And we all know that when we are in a trap of depression, it can leads to severity of, even we can think about suicide also when we are too depressive. But what can be the healthy way of expressing this negative side? It can be sadness. Yes, I'm feeling sad about myself, but I'm not depressed. And what is the difference between sadness and depression? In sadness, we have one or two negative thought. It can be I may be sad about myself, I may be sad about others people, I may be sad about the world. But all the three negative triad which I told you about depression will not be found in sadness. So sadness is more healthy way of expressing emotions rather than depression. See, I'm talking about negative emotions and how to handle it in a healthy way rather than unhealthy way. Because you can't escape from emotions, you can't deny their existence, you can't remove them. What we can do is handling them in a more healthy way. So, if you are aware about the healthy way of expressing emotion, the situation will be not very awfulizing situation. Definitely you will be able to manage the emotions. Then last but not the least, healthy fear versus unhealthy fear. Fear is a very common emotion, and when there is the unhealthy fear, so what happened कि unappropriate तरीके से, irrational तरीके से we fear lot of things about a future. What will happen? I will not be able to perform, and irrational thinking will be there, and continuously negativity will be there. But in a rational fear, you know, yes, this situation is a fearful situation. I need to be very cautious about the situation, but I don't need to awfulizing the situation. So fear can also be expressed in a healthy way rather than in a unhealthy way. See, fear gives you an alertness. You know, you have to be alert in a particular situation. But you don't have to be over awfulizing about the particular situation, which we generally do when we are in a unhealthy, fearful situation. Then two I have already noted, which were not in a particular list. That was a narcissism, which is a very common kind of feelings which we have listened to these days. हम लोग आजकल बहुत सुनते हैं narcissism. Okay. In narcissism, you get, bata, I'm the most beautiful person in the world. I'm the most intelligent person in the world. So, too much focusing on myself. You know, narcissism. Narcissistic personality disorder also we used to teach in personality disorder. And in the narcissistic emotions, you are too much preoccupied with yourself that you don't feel that there are other people are also there in the gathering, there are other people also there in the stage which they all have to perform, and we all have the potentials. It's like that I am totally focusing on myself, and I feel that I am the best, and no other person stand in front of me. So that is the height of too much love toward myself, that it becomes narcissistic personality disorder. So, in place of narcissism, that is an unhealthy expression of emotion, we can place self confidence. That yes, I have confidence that I will be able to speak in front of you people. I have the confidence, but yes, I can have some mistakes. I mean, ki that I'm too perfect. There will be no error from my side. I will try to improve myself. I have that confidence. But yes, I know that there are so many people who speak much better and much. They have a full of content. They are much better than me. So that is the uh, healthier way of expressing your self confidence in yourself, rather than becoming narcissism, where you are there and you are only there on the stage, nobody else stands. Then last, there's a self obsessed. You are already over obsessed with yourself. You are only thinking about yourself, your appearance, your knowledge. Everything is all about you. And these days we used to read so much about self love also. Ki, okay, think about your self love, do self love. Nobody cares for you, you have to care for yourself. So we are reading much literature on self love also. But sometimes we become too obsessed that we are not able to discriminate between self obsessed versus self love. See, self love is a healthier way of expressing emotions, where you are trying to consider that you will only put those thoughts, those emotions, and those behaviors in your life which are beneficial for you. This is self love. But self obsessed means that you're too much obsessed with yourself, that you feel that only you are the positive one and only the positive thing happens with you, and nobody else. You are not concerning about others behavior, you're not concerned about other people around you. But in self love, you are definitely concerned about yourself, but side by side you're also simultaneously concerned about others behavior also, others people also. So self love is a better version as compared to self obsessed. So these were the healthy and unhealthy way of expressing emotions. Now you, if you know what are the healthy way of expressing emotions and what are the unhealthy way of expressing emotions, you will be able to handle the situation in a better way, because you know ki, okay, I am, the moment you put, see, the moment you put ki, I am irritated by my students rather than I am angry by my students. The moment you give this example to yourself, you can feel the difference from your behavior side. Like when you say I'm angry from my students, you can do the extreme behavior. And when you say I'm annoyed by my students, you will behave in a more rational way. So, my purpose to explain the healthy way of expressing emotion and unhealthy way of expressing emotion was to enlighten you to know how to deal this particular emotional situation in a more healthy way, to be aware about the healthy way of expressing emotions. Then my question is that see, we all know that emotions occur in our life, and emotions are a very important part in our life. But have you ever thought about where these emotions come from? It's not like that ki you're sleeping whole night and the morning you get angry. You know? So all these emotions comes from where? It comes from our belief system, our irrational belief systems. Because most of the time whenever I talk with my clients, with my patients, and when we are talking about a particular emotional situation, I used to trace the particular thought behind the emotion. And surprisingly, I get ki there's certainly some irrational beliefs systems that is working behind these emotions. And I can make sure ki in every particular emotional state there is some irrational belief system, there's some irrational thought system that is coming. So in the context of expressing emotions in a healthier way, it would be healthier if we know what are the belief system that is working behind these emotions. The common irrational belief that is the most common behind this uh, emotions are rigid beliefs, irrational beliefs, rigid irrational beliefs. What is rigidity? Rigidity means ki you have listened about the particular situation. उसको तो ऐसा करना ही चाहिए था. She should listen to me. She is my daughter. She should obey to me. They are my student. They should respect to me. She is my girlfriend. She should listen to me. She should obey to me. So when and we are very, I mean, we have we can listen from the whole day. If you try, if you will, if you write this examples which I have given to you, you can write on the whole day ki, yeah, must statements, should statements, and there are demanding situations are very common. In a everyday routine you can find the situation. For example, since the morning, I mean, I'm giving my the personal experience to you guys, that my mom used to say, उठो जल्दी करो, तुम्हें जल्दी उठना ही चाहिए ना, you are I mean, you have to go to, you have to do so many tasks. How could you be on your bed too late, है ना? You should be there at 9:30, the lunch breakfast table. So should statements are there, must statements are there. So since the morning till the night, if I would if I would trace my situations, lots of must, lots of should statements are there. And if for suppose I am not able to obey a particular behavior, I am not able to obey a particular must, she would feel angry with me ki, oh, I told you na, you should obey to me, I told you na, you have to be there at 9:30 p.m. है ना, 9:30 a.m. Why you are so late? So I'm giving the particular example at my home. Key should statements are so many there from since the morning to the night, and these should statements what will make my mother, if I'm not able to obey situation, she'll feel angry. She certainly have certain expectations, and if I'm not able to obey that expectation, she will feel angry, and she may display those angry situation, or she may not display those angry situation, but still I can I can feel that yes, she is feeling some negativity because I was not able to obey that her must. So there is some rigidity beliefs in our life, daily life. So rigid beliefs हम सब करते हैं, but rigidity beliefs make us feel too much emotional, and that's why we have this too much negative emotional side कि हम बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा हो जाते हैं, बहुत जल्दी we feel angry toward ourselves, toward other people, we feel guilty, we feel sadness also, because of course if my close ones are not able to obey me, to listen to me, I will feel very sad. Nobody is listening to me. But behind all this sadness, behind all this angry situation, there is some rigidity beliefs. There is some rigid beliefs that is working. But unfortunately, we are not aware of these irrational beliefs, these rigid beliefs. But definitely, if somebody comes with me and this is that ki I'm very angry with with my daughter, she's not and every time whatever I say she is not listening to me, so I feel very angry, and this they are giving me so much examples, and then I used to ask them, "You just write down the thoughts that comes in your mind when you feel so much anger towards your daughter." So the thoughts that comes are ki I told them, I asked her to do the particular task, but she was not able to do. She should do that task because I asked her. And this was the particular example. Then lots of examples they will give to me. And in all those examples, I would like to ask them, in all those examples, you can see that lots of shoulds are there, lots of must are there, lots of demands are there. And whenever you will feel should, whenever you feel demands, whenever you are feeling must situation, definitely you are going to feel angry towards your daughter. And if lots of anger are there is there in your behavior, your daughter will not listen to you. So angry behavior can be ruled out when when we trace the thoughts that comes behind that anger situation. And in most of the situation I have checked that there are must, there are should statements are there are lots of demands are there are lots of rigidity in their thoughts ki ha, if she's my girlfriend, she should listen to me. She should obey to me. Whatever I am saying, she should listen to me. So should statement, lots of should statements are there. That's why we are feeling anger. We are feeling angry towards other behavior. And in the extreme case, we can show our aggressive behavior also toward particular situation. Beside anger, I already mentioned that I can feel sadness also because see, my daughter is not listening to me. She should listen to me, na? And if continuously she is not listening to me after so much angry behavior from my side, I may certainly start to feel sad also. So, sadness also stems from some rigid beliefs. And if I trace my sadness feeling, and if I go deep towards the thought that accompany this sadness feeling, there will be again there will be some should statements, again there will be some expectations, demands from others behavior, from even myself also. You have already you guys read, you are listening to YouTubes that are you don't expect from anybody. There should be no expectation in the society. If you want to be in a good relationship, don't expect from anybody. So expectations, when you are expecting too much, so and if these expectations get not fulfilled, you feel angry, you feel sadness. See, I'm not saying ki you should not expect from anybody. Of course, you can expect from your loved ones, but rigidity should not be there. Should statement ki ha, if they are my loved one, they should follow everything from line to line. If you are that kind of person, unfortunately, you will feel angry, you will feel sadness. So, first thing is rigid beliefs are the main cause, are the main core of these negative emotions. So if you are able to trace this rigidity, if you are able to trace this inflexible belief systems, you will be much more in a pu- in a state where you will able to feel the negative emotions also in a objective way, in a healthy manner. So first irrational belief can be rigid beliefs. Then we have a awfulizing beliefs. Awfulizing belief is like uh, saying that situation is not in my control. I'm not able to handle this situation. Oh, this situation is so. If unfortunately if I got failed, how I will able to manage the situation? This is a awfulizing situation where you explain the situation in a very uh, नेगेटिव मैनर मतलब एकदम ऑफलाइज कर देते हैं एक्सट्रीम लेवल पे सिचुएशन को बहुत हॉरिफाइड ढंग से एक्सप्लेन करते हैं सो आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्लेन दैट नॉट एवरी सिचुएशन इज ऑफलाइजिंग of course this situation is negative, of course this situation demands so many things, but this situation is not in an extreme way awfulizing. Hello, I am audible? Dr. Shoaib sir? Hello?
Yes, yes, ma'am, you are audible. Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Sorry?
Oh, yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, okay, okay. So I was talking, sorry for interruption. I was talking about awfulizing situation where you are you are paying too much on the negative sides that you have explained the situation in a more negative way, horrifying way. So when we give too much awfulizing belief system, when we have a too much awfulizing system कि अरे ऐसे कैसे अरेंज कर दिया इतना खराब arrangement, how I will now, how I will face my situation. I was not able to, I mean, give the answers in a particular viva. Oh my god, I will get failure. I am not able to score the so much good marks. So you are awfulizing the situation. I mean, if suppose in a viva, if you're not able to ask, if you're not able to give the answers, and you are able to give only the one answer, you're not going to get failed. Your life will not get end. But you are perceiving the situation in a more awfulizing manner, and this situation can make you feel very anxious. You may feel very sad, you may feel very angry toward yourself. So, if there's a tendency of awfulizing the situation, if there's a tendency of horrifying, making the situation very horrible, so the consequence will be you may feel very sad, you may feel very anxious, socially, you may feel socially phobic. कि नहीं, from nowadays I will not speak in a public because I was not able to deliver my particular speech in a very appropriate way. I expect so many things from my speech, but unfortunately, I was not able to deliver it. So, okay. So, if you're awfulizing the situation, definitely you are making yourself more anxious, you are making yourself more angry toward yourself, you are making yourself more in a self-pathetic sad way, and definitely you are going to feel sadness in your heart. So second irrational belief can be awfulizing situation. So here also we can say okay, this situation requires something. It's not so appropriate, it was not like that good, but okay, things happen, and from next time I will do much better. So in this way you can think in a rational way, and the moment you think yourself in a more rational way, the moment you will feel less negatively emotional. I mean, you'll feel less burden on yourself, and you will handle the situation in a more healthier way. So, second irrational thought is awfulizing situation. You check yourself that whether you are awfulizing the situation or whether you are able to handle the situation in an appropriate manner. Then, The third can be discomfort intolerance beliefs. This is a very common irrational belief which I found in youngsters. They have this that, oh my god, I'm feeling very frustrated. I'm not able to tolerate it. I would prefer to die rather than to tolerate this situation. If suppose I would like to give the examples in my class every time. If suppose these youngsters have to be in a long queue and they have to wait for a form filling process, and if they suppose the weather is a very, I mean, lots of humidity is there in the weather, they will feel so much frustrated that they would like to say ki I'm not able to handle the situation appropriately and I'm feeling so frustrated, and definitely they were going to feel much anger towards the situation. And when I used to say, when I asked them ki what are the particular thought that is coming, why are they feeling so angry, why they are feeling so frustrated, they would like to say ki ma'am, this situation is very frustrating and I'm not able to handle it, and I would prefer dying rather than having in this particular situation. आपने कहा है ना, एक एग्जाम्पल मैं बच्चों को देती हूँ, अब ये बर्दाश्त नहीं होता, ये बर्दाश्त से बाहर है. दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन बिलीव, आई मीन इमोशंस एंड बिलीफ सिस्टम दैट कम्स इन यंगस्टर्स कि हम आई एम नॉट एबल टू टॉलरेट इट. So the of course I can say the situation is very frustrating, standing in a long queue in a humid weather. But of course, this is a very discomforting situation, but it's not like that ki I can't tolerate it. See, situation can be discomforting. Situation is that it's very frustrating, but okay, I'm not liking this situation, but I can tolerate it. This can be an appropriate way to feel the frustration which is stemming inside you, that okay, I have to stand in a long queue and I'm not liking this situation. It is causing so much discomfort, but I can handle it. I can tolerate it. So, frustration, we have to check also कि when we are so much angry towards other, toward ourselves, toward a particular situation, we should also check कि हमारा LFT क्या है, हमारा फ्रस्ट्रेशन टॉलरेंस लेवल क्या है उस पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन में. ऐसा तो नहीं कि वी आर फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग टू मच, दैट वी आर giving so much importance to frustration that it has come to that point that I am not able to tolerate it. I can't tolerate it. So if this situation comes in your life, definitely it will make you frustrated. It make you feel more angry. It may make you feel more sad, and you may feel more incompetent in a particular situation. So if you can trace the frustration tolerance situation, you will be more able to handle the negativity, handle the negative emotions in a healthier way. Then the last belief, that is called depreciation belief system. It's a very common belief कि okay, if I get highest marks I'm worthy, and if I get lowest marks I'm not worthy. If I'm highest in my class I will feel happy. If I am not highest scorer in my class I will feel sad. I may feel angry. I may feel depressed. Lot of emotions can be there. I may feel guilty. All these negative emotions are coming from a one particular belief, that is depreciation beliefs, where you put your worth on the basis of success ratio or on the basis of failure ratio. But my dear, I would like to say कि your worth is not dependent on your failure ratio or on your success ratio. Your worth will be always there, whether you get success or whether you get failure. So if you are adding your worth with your success rate, with your failure rate, definitely you will have this depreciation belief system, which will make you lead, which will lead you towards negativity, towards depression, toward anger, toward sadness, toward guilt behavior. But when you are not attaching too much with your success, with your failure, and you are behaving in a stable way, ki, okay, this was a situation where I got failed. I learned from my mistakes, and from the next situation, I would focus more on my performance. So you're not taking your failure too much to personal level. You are focusing on the your performance, and you are focusing on your errors, and you are learning from them. So you're not having this depreciation beliefs. You, in that situation, you will be able to handle the situation in a more appropriate way. But if you are taking your failure personally, and you are depreciating yourself, definitely you will not be able to handle a situation in a more positive way. So in a depreciation belief system, we can check out what are the belief system that is working, whether I am adding too much to my failure or success to my worth, or whether I am giving it ki, okay, I have learned from a mistake, and from my next time I will perform much better. I will focus on my performance in a much appropriate way. So for depreciation beliefs, I can check कि आप एक यू आर अ इंडिविजुअल ऑफ कोर्स, आप कहीं मिस्टेक करोगे, कहीं आप विन करोगे. दिस इज अ लाइफ वेयर यू विल लर्न लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स. सो नॉट अटैच टू मच worth to your success or failure is a new learning, and is a new belief system which we can learn, and this will be a better way to handle emotions in a positive way. So, what I discussed in a present lecture was the healthy and a unhealthy way of expressing emotions, and what are the four common thoughts or irrational belief system that works behind this unhealthy way of expressing emotions. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak about healthy and unhealthy way of expressing emotions. From my side, it's completed. If anybody wants to ask any question, you can ask. Thank you so much, Dr. Shoaib sir.
Yes, yes. Help.
Thank you, sir.
Uh, Thank you so much, Dr. Tulika Pandey ma'am, for sharing your valuable knowledge on this important topic on healthy and unhealthy emotions. You very well explained how we can transform an unhealthy emotions to healthy and positive emotions. I'm sure our students have benefit a lot from today's sessions. We will definitely applying these techniques for a better and positive life. Thank you, students, for joining. We will have another interesting discussion tomorrow on another topic from Module 2. Thank you so much, dear students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, once again.
Thank you, sir.